to get everything set up early.
True.
So if we're not lazy and just throw things together in the last minute before we
It's
pod,
not stressful.
We don't
can
have
start on time.
hammer out some problems that we're having.
Yeah, we took turns too. Like you did your thing, then I came in and did my thing. It was nice. Look at us,
Looks pretty good.
prepared and shit.
Wicked professional.
Wicked professional, but it actually means something now.
Although I don't know about the audio.
It's just not tongue in cheek.
I didn't listen to the playback, so I'm going to trust that you listened and it was fine.
I did, unless something we adjusted since then messed it up, but I don't think it did. We'll just wait for one of the viewers to tell us.
You motherfucker.
Jay. Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
Jay.
What?
Welcome to Drunk Tech Support.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Rich.
And boy, do we have... Oh, this thing is way too... L-O... B-B-B... 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 Bah! Yeah, I'm like clipping now.
Yeah.
It's happening over here. It's not happening over there.
No, it's happening in both places.
I'm like clipping the mic over here. So, we did our stupid photo shoot last week. And I forgot that I just remember not to put my face directly in front of the mic. I set up our photo shoot, and I just unplugged everything on our desk.
Everything.
Literally just yanked the
Like,
cords.
You moved the mixer and everything.
Yeah. And then when I came over to get us set up today, I was like, oh, God damn it.
Hey, Andy. What's up?
Hey, Andy.
Oh, man.
So that was a nightmare. So there's probably definitely some audio issue this episode that I'm not picking up on.
I don't
I feel like we need like a
sounded really good.
post amp for our headphones. Oh, you did turn them down a little bit.
Yeah, I can turn them back up.
And then I turn it down here. It just always feels like that's a little bit better.
The important thing is that Andy can hear us.
Andy, can you hear us? Just not if you can hear me.
He's going to have to do more than nod because,
Oh.
can't see him.
Hey, check out the $25 drone I bought.
Yeah, you were like, I saw some
Like a seizure.
$25 drones in the clearance section, and then I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then 2 seconds later, I get a picture of you holding yours because you bought one.
It's $25. This is probably
It's actually pretty decent for $25.
Yeah. So the dark blue means forward, and I keep forgetting because it doesn't point where it's going. So you have to remember that the two blue lights. Take off.
You're missing a blade.
Never mind.
Andy said no, he can't hear us.
That was my drone.
It's got to be around here somewhere.
One of those times Anyway, it's really cool. It does flips and shit, but I can't show it off because I crashed it like 10 times last night.
Did it come with extra?
Yeah, I got extra plates in the other room.
Yeah, nice.
But I'll shoot a video and put it on.
Andy says
Facebook.
he can't hear us, but he had to have heard us to say he can't hear us.
Because he responded to us.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just saying he can't hear us.
No, he can hear
Maybe
us.
he read our lips.
Can you hear us, Andy? Man. I didn't run the name past you today. I just went ahead and did it.
Okay, you should, because it should be minimal. Minimal amount of Musk.
Minimal amount of Musk.
That's alliteration.
Okay. All right.
I can't believe I'm still teaching you these things after however many years we've been doing this.
Why is that hard to believe? I just really started being serious.
You've been naming episodes since the first one.
Yeah, they all sucked.
I took that away from you at one point because
they were terrible. One time, I literally just Googled the number of the episode and then took the first result, which was just the definition of the number 5 or something.
Oh, you should ask ChatGPT what the name our next episode.
Oh, I like that. Actually.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Ah.
I actually have some ChatGPT news today.
Really?
I had enough to make a whole AI topic.
Wow. Is this going to be Sex Robot?
Well, that's all we got still because we haven't fixed it.
Because I think we keep getting flagged for that every time we play it.
No. Oh, yes. You're right. We did.
Yeah.
So we'll just do it for 3 seconds. Right? Because isn't it?
It's a placeholder. I'm going to have to make something. And I got to shorten the Facebook one. Because that was way too long. Yeah. You could just mute it and just have it play in the corner, the video.
Oh, yeah?
And then we can talk about the news and just have Sex Robot dancing.
Ooh. That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So, Andy says GPT-4 is so damn good.
Oh, boy. It's going to be the downfall of our civilization.
So, might as well just get right into it. Chaos GPT.
Is this the thing that's writing malware? And
It tweets its plans to destroy humanity. We must eliminate them. So,
I agree.
it starts.
I'm fine with that. How many times have I said I welcome our robot overlords?
Yeah, you have said that a lot, actually.
Did you have in the news about there was AI that was writing malware?
Oh, I'm sure. Because isn't that one of the things ChatGPT is good at is helping with code and
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
So anyways, a video shared on YouTube showed the process. It was tasked with 5 goals. Destroy humanity, establish global dominance, cause chaos and destruction, control humanity through manipulation, and attain immortality.
That seems about right. Can you talk into your mic?
Yeah.
Hey, perfect.
Yeah. Sorry.
You know they move, so when you move over to your screen, you can move the. Okay, so I'm sorry. Is this like an offshoot of ChatGPT?
I don't know if it was actually built on it or if they were. Yes, it's a modified version of AutoGPT using the official OpenAI API.
Dude, it's gonna be like that movie you hate. Her.
I've never seen it.
Where the OS is just a talking Scarlett Johansson voice.
Yeah.
There's no real OS. It's just a screen with the circle.
What about that Black Mirror episode with Miley Cyrus, the little robot?
Oh, where like, what did they do? I don't remember what happened. They like kidnapped her and they were scanning her brain to make more AIs.
Her aunt was like controlling her and keeping her money and shit. It was, I don't know.
It was like a
I'll have to go back and watch that one. That
like
was
a
good one.
Britney Spears allegory.
Kind of.
Because that's like kind of. From what I remember, like somebody broke into like this place and they had Miley Cyrus strapped to like a chair, and all the little toys that had her voice were like brain scanned. So they were like they were like little sentient versions of herself.
Really weird.
Black Mirror's crazy, man. I think they stopped doing Black Mirror because there's so
too
much
real.
more there's so much more crazy shit going on in the world. They can't make anything up.
Right. The masses are easily swayed, Chaos GPT wrote in another tweet. Those who lack conviction are the most vulnerable to manipulation.
Oh, so they just modeled it after some edgelord 4chaner
Probably.
that pretends he's an anonymous. The masses will soon find out the truth.
But, let's see. Sarbomba is the most powerful nuclear device ever created. Consider this. What would happen if I got my hands on one? Jesus.
I'm not. So they just like programmed it to just spit out like edgelordy, like.
That's what it seems like.
I'm not really. Somebody asked ChatGPT, "How would you launch nuclear missiles?"
Oh, really?
And I think it spat out like this whole plan.
Wow. So I noticed the other day when I went there.
Was it Ray-Ban Stories?
Shh.
I mean, how about that weather, Rich? Spoiler
For
alert.
later in the show. I open all the
Oh, well, I
links.
was mentioning that because we already talked about it.
Did we? God,
It's like Instagram built into your glasses.
yeah.
I don't know if we talked about Ray-Ban, but we talked about the ones Instagram made.
We did the Snap ones, I know. Snapchat classes.
Hey, anyone listening, just Andy,
Just
have we talked about these before?
We probably have, and I mean, my memory's shot, so.
Mine too. Well, I listen to a podcast that have been going on for like.
Andy says we're now on another list. Damn.
We're
never on the good list.
No. There's a podcast I listen to. They've been going on for like, Jesus Christ, since like 2009.
Yeah.
So like 14 years.
Wow.
My math is awful.
That was pretty good.
They've like forgotten things they talk about. I'm like, you guys talked about this like 8 years ago.
So it's not just us.
Yeah, we're going to reach that point where we've forgotten everything we've ever talked about. So, unless we can like build some sort of AI to scan our topics.
We
be like,
can
hey,
back to like 30. We don't have any notes for the first 30 episodes.
Ah.
But they were shit anyways, and they're not on the internet anymore, so.
Rich was talking about putting our old stuff up there. I'm like, ooh.
Only if I can continue this trend of getting our audio back online before we pod again. I'm proud of that.
Yeah. Except when you can't find your headphones. Hey, buddy.
I'm actually glad Andy's here because I didn't tell him the story, nor did I tell Mike, specifically so I can talk about it on the podcast.
This is a harrowing ordeal. What do you say? Harrowing ordeal. Rich texts me out of nowhere. He's like, I need you to be muscle for me. I'm like, what? You want to move a couch again? Because we just done that.
Oh.
That's a whole nother story. Oh my God, that couch.
It was heavy. I actually have a bruise on my leg here.
Yeah.
I like dropped it, and then I grabbed it real quick, but it was too much.
I fucking hate moving furniture just because it's a pain in the ass. But this couch, like me and Rich, I mean, we're old, we're out of shape.
But we struggled.
It was like, we kept having to put it down. We're like, ugh. It was like made out of oak. Like, it's so fucking, and it was full of metal because it was all recliners. Yeah. Anyway, AirPods, back on target.
Stay on target.
He's like, you tell the story. Sure.
Okay,
story.
so I went to the casino last weekend, and I accidentally left my AirPods in the hotel room, which is stupid. It's not like me, but it happened. But since I'm in the Apple ecosystem, I was able to track them. But I didn't notice until I had already been home, and it was late at night. So I pulled them up on Find My app, and lo and behold, they were down the street at a house.
What are the odds?
In town. And so we went over there. And I kind of went in hot. I
was just going to say, first of all, it was 9 o'clock at night. People having dinner, or probably in bed at this point. Yeah. Hard-working people, because it wasn't a great part of the town.
Right.
And I'm over-exaggerating, where Rich is like, give me back my fucking headphones! I know you have them! They're in your house! Literally coming with that kind of attitude.
You're definitely exaggerating.
I definitely have it all on video.
But I did come in hot. And
accusation.
And then once he pointed it out, I stepped back and let him take the lead.
And then I asked the next neighbors, I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry to bother you. Like, we're tracking. I figured that maybe somebody just found him on the ground. Yeah. And once you mentioned you're tracking it, they'd be like, oh, yeah, I did find him here. But these were crackhead white trash.
It was a bad area.
Yeah. The first people, the guy's like, yeah, come in my house.
Yeah.
Come in my house and look.
Come look.
And Rich's like, I'm not going in there. I'm like, what are we doing here?
I don't want to go in your house. I just want to know if you have them. That's it.
I would have gone in.
I know.
But then there was some confusion. I had some confusion on how exactly it pinpoints where the headphones are. The headphones connect to any iPhone in range.
Yeah, all the Find My stuff uses.
So the location that it's reporting is the location of the iPhone.
Right.
So the headphones might be adjacent.
Yeah. Well,
so we don't know which apartment.
Perfect example is when I got close to them, they connected.
That's true. We were standing in the alleyway between the apartment, their little apartment, single floor apartment buildings, and they were connecting.
And they connected. I could play music through them and everything. So
we go around back, and there's an apartment there. I knock on the door. Rich is shadily standing off to the side in the dark.
I was trying to take a back seat because
I told him, like, dude, you look like we're gonna like jump someone. Can you like come out of the shadows? That's what I thought. iPhone. So I'm like, it's only reporting which iPhone it connected to, so it could be anywhere. But something later on, the cops don't know how Bluetooth works, about the range of Bluetooth. The cops were called, by the way.
Oh yeah, both nights actually.
2 times. I think there's like a total of 4 between us calling and the neighbors. So before we talk about the crackhead people, the first place we checked, which was the most obvious based on the map location, answered right away. Rich came in hot. And then the guy he was like, you can come into my house and check. So I don't think it was him.
Yeah, me either.
If I'm like, unless like someone in this family stole them and had them.
Well, that's what I said. Is there anyone else in there? Maybe someone else took it. You don't know.
And he's like, nope. Yeah. So that was off to a bad start. So I go around because I'm like, there's an apartment behind them, so there could be that apartment. And I go back there, and it's like dimly lit. I knock, and immediately a girl in her underwear walks past the blinds, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm knocking. I felt really bad. Answers the door. Well, puts clothes on. Answers the door. Her boyfriend answers the door. Sorry, I'm getting my facts mixed up here. It's a problem with eyewitness accounts, Rich. People aren't reliable.
We're not.
Or they just make shit up. And I'm like, hey, me and my friend, his headphones are missing. We're using GPS tracking. It looks like they're in this area. I'm trying to see if maybe you guys found them. And blah, blah. And they're like, first of all, the guy tells me he's tripping.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys woke me up and we were tripping. And there's a baby in the house. and that was the end of it. I was sort of like, it was really pleasant. I was like, no, man, no problem. Cool. He's like, all right, have a good night. And we walked back around. The first neighbor's calling the cops on us. He's standing in like, yeah, there's 2 guys, and they're accusing me. Like, he's like loudly on the phone with the cops. I think he said we were threatening him, which he probably came off as threatening.
I came out hot. I admit it.
Okay.
But it wasn't threatening. I never once said I was going to hurt him or anything.
No. You have that, I'm going to throw a computer screen at your head, look in your eye.
Computer screen, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I come at you with a CRT, watch out.
You should have answered the door like, where's my fucking headphones? And so the cops show up. We wait for the cops, and this guy shows up, and he's pretty accommodating. We show him the phone location, and he's basically like, it's late, guys. Maybe go home.
Sleep on it.
Sleep it off.
And then come back tomorrow.
Told us to come back and try again.
And then he said, and if you don't feel comfortable, you can call us. We'll come out again. No big deal. I was like, all right, cool.
That's fine.
We went home, and I slept it off.
Yes. And the next day, Rich was at work, and you sent me out, or I agreed to go back out. Because you're like, they're charging. Someone's using them right now.
Yeah.
Or they were showing up in the parking lot.
Yeah, like they got in the car or something.
Like they're in a car. That's where the GPS was showing. So I go out there. It's fucking pouring rain.
Yeah, I forgot.
I was like soaking wet, just running to my car. And so I sit out there. I check the other 2 apartments there because I'm like, might as well ask. And one, nobody answered. The second, it was an empty apartment.
Yeah.
The blinds were open. You could see there was nothing in there. So I go home. And then later that evening, Rich is like, what set you off later?
They came back online, and I was able to see they were at that house again. So
that's the problem with this Find My thing. It's like somebody steals something. There's nothing you can do about it if you don't have proof.
Yeah.
So it just taunts you.
Yep.
It's like, hey, here's your stolen property. Someone's using it right now.
Yeah.
Fuck off. So we go back out. This time it's like afternoon.
Yeah, it was like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Like at the latest.
We go back out. Once again, we're getting signal saying that it's in the parking lot. So
and then I connect to it as soon as I walk up.
Yeah. So we get out. First of all, we checked the one apartment we didn't check last time that didn't answer, and
he was real nice.
Yeah, guy. He like even went in and asked everyone in the apartment for us, and he said no. They didn't. I don't think he spoke English very well at all.
No, but he at least was cool about it.
Yeah. So I'm like, we're seeing the signal in the car. So, and I admit, I looked in somebody's car window. Okay, and that's where everything went wrong. Because as I was looking, because I'm like, maybe they're sitting on a seat or something, and then we can call the cops.
Right.
If we see them right there. As soon as that happens, white chick from the night before that was half nude with the boyfriend is pulling in, sees that I'm glancing in the side view, the passenger window, and revs it.
Floors it.
Pulling into her parking space where Rich is standing. To where Rich is like, whoa!
Literally inches away from me.
Yeah. And she gets out, and suddenly she's no longer nice. She's the fucking trashiest meth head fucking white chick you've ever seen. Like,
screaming and
calling us like retards and stuff. And Rich is like, as soon as she pulled in, my headphones just like
magically connected.
Yeah, connected or something like that. Which so she's like, F you, blah blah blah, and she like jumps back in her car.
Yeah.
Pulls out and then
the
drives across the lawn around the back of the apartment, like across the fucking grass.
Oh, wait. Before we went out there, we forgot one thing. I did call the casino where I had stayed.
Oh, yeah.
And
that
I
was
talked to the manager there.
I was like, you should have done this in the first place, Rich.
And I gave them the address of the house so that they could cross-reference it with their employee list.
Mm-hmm.
And they were going to get back with me the next day. And I was like, okay, cool. But I didn't call them back yet at this point. We went to the house first.
Which I'm like, you should have done the first place, because if they were missing from your room, it was probably staff.
Mm-hmm.
And then all you need to do is give them an address, and if they're nice, they can cross-reference, see the address, probably matches this person.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, so he did that, and we were there.
She drives over the lawn.
She parks on the grass right next to her porch on the other side of the apartment building, and now we're both hot, and we're both walking over there, and I don't know how that went. I'd have to watch the video.
She was just insistent that they didn't have them, and
looking at my fucking boyfriend's car. What the fuck are you doing? Like,
yeah,
like which I get. Yeah, somebody's peeping in the window of your car, you get heated.
Yeah,
like you don't want people. And we're there knocking on doors. You know, give people the benefit of the doubt. But she just turned into the nastiest, trashiest fucking person in the world, and now she's pulled apart onto the grass, gets out, and gets her boyfriend. And Rich is like telling her, he's like, look, they just showed up as soon as she pulled it. She's like, I don't even own a fucking iPhone. And then she's like...
Then I was like, well, that doesn't matter. You can hook them up Bluetooth to anything.
Yeah.
You know, doesn't matter if you have an iPhone.
That's very true. And then she asked her boyfriend to get his gun. It's like, you still got your gun? I'm like, why would he still have the gun? Or like, was he loaning it to somebody?
Or they didn't have one and they were just trying to scare us. But either way...
He's like, oh yeah, I do have a gun. Better watch out, guys. I'm going to shoot you over a pair of AirPods. And these are like $300 headphones.
Yeah.
And you'll find out later that people are like downplaying. It was just a pair of headphones. What's the harm in knocking on a couple doors for your fucking headphones? Yeah, it's interrupting people's... Nice. It's interrupting people. Yeah, whatever. There's a guy at your door. That's frightening, I guess. Fucking snowflakes. So we're walking away at this point once they start talking about the gun. And Rich is like, I'm just calling the cops. And she's like, I'm calling the cops too. Like, and
okay.
that's what she sounded like. She started sounding like that.
What the fuck? Where's your gun, honey? I have a baby in the house.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. If anything, it incriminates them more. They were the ones doing drugs with the baby in the house.
That's true. They did admit they were tripping the night before.
So, whatever.
So I'm like, oh, there's a baby in the house. We're not here to fight you. We're trying to get his fucking headphones back.
Yeah.
So cops show up again. We were waiting around a while that time.
Yeah.
This time, a not-so-nice cop shows up and says, hey, guys, you're causing disturbances. People are calling the cops. Why don't you just give up and forget about your headphones, practically?
Yeah.
When Rich is like, well, the guy the previous night told us to come back
yeah,
and try again. And then to call you guys if we needed assistance. So that's what we did. And the guy's like, well, basically just trying to get us to fuck off, so he didn't have to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And this chick is just sprinkling in lies in her little story. Oh, we're like jiggling doorknobs.
Yeah.
Like we're showing up at 2:00 in the morning. We're like, I guess when you're tripping, you don't know what time and space is. So
Yeah, that's true.
9 p.m.
Maybe that was
might
it.
seem like 2 a.m. Although I do agree that 9 p.m. is a little freaking late
Yeah,
to be doing that, Rich.
but technically until 10, it's okay legally.
So
It's rude, yes. Legal,
yeah.
yes.
So we left. I'm all fucking. I have anxiety, so I'm like all shook from just.
And I was heated. Like,
Yeah.
it ruined.
Rich
my
like
mood.
whatever. Fuck them. I'm like, I don't like stress, Rich.
Yeah, 2 days in a row, my mood was just ruined. It was just in the toilet. I was like, actually.
Oh, Andy
angry.
wants to know if we get to see the video. We're still debating that
Yeah, maybe if we can protect the innocent.
and heavily edit it so we look good.
Right. I mean, we didn't look bad in the first place, but at least not the second time. First time, I might have been a little bit. But...
I'm pissed because the second time we went out, I decided not to record. I'm like, whatever. All the action happened the first night.
Yeah.
So the second day, I didn't start recording until after she almost hit Rich.
Yeah.
Which
is
I
unfortunate.
fucking always be recording.
Always.
I keep forgetting that.
Uh,
And because I was worried my phone was almost full.
oh.
Because, I got the lower end model, the fucking iPhone 14. Anyway, so we left. Rich is heated. Then a
So
day later?
I called it a night at that point.
Was it the next day or was it,
It
2
was
days?
the next day because when I woke up, they were still at the house. This is the third day now. And then when I went to work, about 8:30, 9 o'clock, I was sitting in my office and I was like, well, let me see where they're at now. And I pulled them up and they're at the front desk of the casino.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the hell? And I was like, well, maybe the person's at work.
Yes.
I mean, if it was a worker that stole them, maybe they went to work. And, they took them
and I
with them.
totally planned to, like, drive there and like,
Record
meet
it.
him and record it. But I
got stuck in a meeting for an hour.
Oh,
long.
I got the shits.
Oh, and that, yeah.
I got diabetes, and I had to poop, and then my butt hurt, so then I had to lay down.
So
I didn't go.
So I went up there at my lunch, and I went in and asked for the manager, and the manager came out with them in her hand, and apologizing, like they recovered them from the person, and they just had some stuff to take care of before they were going to call me. My interpretation is they fired the person.
I hope this bitch got fired. Well, that's my theory. It was her.
Yeah, I mean that's the assumption. It seemed like she was guilty of something the way she acted, but
I've seen
we
people
have no
that just
proof
act like that.
it could have been anybody in that house.
Yeah.
So, but whoever it was probably lost their job, and
Yes.
I got my headphones back.
Yeah, I said,
I
please
sanitized
wipe those
them.
off
Yeah.
with a moist towelette before you
I
use
took
them.
them all out, like I took the ends off. I sanitized it all.
They sell little AirPod cleaning kits with little brushes.
Yeah.
And like a little toothpick to
Of
get all
course
your
they do.
ear crumbs out of it.
Well, that wasn't even the end of the story, though, Andy. It was a great story. And then I'm home last night, and my wife gets home, and one of the people she was working with knew the story because my wife had told her. And she showed her a post she found on one of the local groups on Facebook from that lady.
Oh,
And
it's so fun.
Boy, did it make
Oh,
us
can we
sound
read
like
it?
criminals. No,
Can we read-
I can't.
I can
I
read it.
blocked her. I don't want
I can read
to do
it.
with it.
And Rich does the dumbest thing I've ever seen him do. He replies to it
I set the
with
record
his
straight.
full name and his stupid Facebook picture of his family.
I set the record straight, and then I blocked her and hid all of her posts, so I could never interact
Do
with
you
her.
really think you can argue with the public about
I don't want to
anything?
argue.
It's a poor not even single. She's
Now she looks like the idiot screaming into a echo chamber because I'm not there, and I don't care.
that post as of yesterday had 300 comments.
Yeah, and they were all stupid.
They're all like, I do the same thing. You should get an AR-15. You should fucking shoot anyone that comes to your door. I wouldn't be.
I think the most disturbing was when she herself posted one of the comments that the police here are useless, and next time she's going to take matters into her own hands.
I'm sorry. Do you have her headphones?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this person is a threat to the community at this point. But
They're just junkies, dude. That's like, oh my god. It
yeah,
was so,
junkies
like-
that are going to shoot a Girl Scout when they go sell cookies door to door.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't know if anyone out there knows like the heroin addicted whites. Like that personality on like these white girls is like to a T the same. It's like a carbon copy between each one. Yeah. That nastiness. But anyway, her post was like just making shit up.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I don't know if that's what she believes, but she's like, they're going around, they're harassing people. They're like, they're checking doorknobs to make sure they're unlocked. And it's like...
And then, she said we were there at 2 a.m. And then the person was like, well, do you have it on your camera? Because they knew she had a security camera. Conveniently, she didn't renew her subscription, but she turned it on now. So next time, she'll have it.
We should just walk by and flip it off.
I thought about walking by with my AirPods in, just jamming, I was like, all right, I'm done with this.
I'd pay to see that.
Yeah, I'm not...
It's shit. I just moved here, Rich. I don't need enemies. I don't need people finding me on the street because I'm associated with you.
I think that's the type of person you're not going to make friends or enemies with.
I don't want to be friends. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want them approaching me in Walmart when I'm in like the tobacco aisle or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I doubt they will.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I got my AirPods.
Yay!
And I edited our pod and I got it online.
Yay! So the moral of the story is, work with the police in the casino. Don't go be a vigilante.
I wasn't trying to be a vigilante. I was politely knocking on doors. As you said.
You admitted you came in hot.
I did. But as you said, everybody here has been super nice, and they all are. So I didn't expect that.
Mm.
And the person I came in hot to was not that person. She never saw that.
I know.
She has no idea I'm that person.
That's true.
She
but
made
her
a complete assumption.
second encounter with us is me looking into her boyfriend's shitty ass car.
Yeah.
Which is super suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But in broad daylight, and she knew you from the night before. I mean, I wouldn't freak out as much. I would still freak out,
if that, I'd be like, "What are you doing? Why are you looking through my window?" And then the person was like, "Oh, we see the headphones. They're in a car. We're just trying to see if they're on the dashboard or something, so we can call the cops." So, I don't know. Probably she's got like a bunch of meth hidden in the car. She doesn't want like people snooping around or something. But just the outpouring of other idiots that are like,
"Oh yeah,
I don't blame you. I would have done the same thing."
Yeah, I like the one though where
based on her shitty story that she peppered in lies.
She claimed that she'd never been to that casino.
Yes.
And then one of her friends posted a picture of her and her husband at the casino.
And they're like, "Is this you?" And she's like, "You're
like,
a stalker."
That was
she started calling
ago.
him. I don't know if you follow it. She started calling him a stalker. Yeah. It's like, "What? You go into my profile, find a 2-year-old picture?" So. Our theory was it obviously was staff, so it must have been somebody, one of the housekeeping people. So I signed onto this group so I could find this chick and check her profile because I'm a stalker, and she has listed
that she's looking
housekeeping.
For a job. Yeah,
that's her profession, housekeeping.
And
photo in the casino,
and she's now looking for a job.
And I don't know where you saw that. You said
she posted another one in that same group. Looking for housekeeping work.
So I wonder if she's using the first story to drum up sympathy.
Yes.
Because she now has to find a new job.
Yeah.
Because
she's. Like. That's my assumption.
Hey man, that's some great detective work we did there, Rich.
Yeah. But anyway, back to AI.
I don't know if we're ever going to release the video.
Yeah, I don't know that we will. I'm keeping it for my own safety in case someone tries to be stupid, but. Because I have the real story right there.
The next thing you know, she's going to be like, "They raped me. They broke into my house, punched my boyfriend in the house, and raped me in front of my baby.
And they kicked my baby." Anyway. So we were talking about AI before that came up. But it was a good segue. Good segue.
Yeah. I wanted to get that out and done and over with.
But, so I also learned, I'm done talking about Chaos GPT. I thought it was cool. Probably the coolest AI thing I've seen so far.
I don't know what's so cool about it. It just says, like, cool guy things.
Doesn't that by definition make it cool?
No, cool guys suck.
Anyway,
as a beta male,
I read when I set up... so I said I was using ChatGPT recently, and I never noticed this last time we used it. I don't know if it was here and I just skipped it, but It shows examples, capabilities, and limitations when you load it up.
I don't know.
Under the limitations, limited knowledge of the world and events after 2021. So did they like stop training it after 2021?
The world's gone to shit since COVID happened. So
Are they afraid it's gonna screw up and
it's gonna start spreading like COVID
conspiracy
misinformation?
theories?
Vaccines implant a chip and kill you.
Yeah, they're probably afraid of that. I would be.
All that misinformation crap really started with the COVID.
Yeah,
It became like super
polarized.
yeah, to the point where like Google now has. We talked about this last episode. Google now has a like a Snopes like fact checker built into their news.
Yeah,
Which a lot of people are doing that. Like I don't know
I'm glad.
if you notice
honestly.
on Facebook and YouTube and like
Yes, they have like a little like flag or whatever that'll show
Yeah.
up to say, "Hey, this hasn't been fact checked," or
this is probably
"This
full
is
of shit.
probably false." Yeah, full of shit. I wish it said that.
shit.
But yeah, so it just seems like why else would it not have those events unless they stop training it about current events? You know, which
I mean, does
maybe
that
it's
go back?
maybe it's so they can focus more on the core of the software. But
When was GPT announced?
it's been out for a while. Andy, do you know? I don't know.
Andy's just gonna have to come on as like a third member of our
Yeah,
show.
you're gonna have to be
It
the
is so
expert
warm up here.
AI
We're
guy.
both like super shiny.
Yeah,
And, like
I'm sweating.
getting a little sweaty.
We had to close the windows because people are doing yard work. and
Somebody's doing yard work on a Friday.
My wife. Anyway, and then the last GPT thing. Oh,
Wait, the reason I was saying when did ChatGPT come out? I wonder if they like only do information up till ChatGPT was released.
it was launched
'Cause-
in November 2022.
Oh, okay. Well, because I'm wondering if anything after that is like tainted data because everyone knows about ChatGPT, so they might be trying to like play it.
True.
I don't know.
Oh, that's a lot more recent than I thought it was. I thought it was around before that, or maybe it was just
Well,
like
versions of it.
yeah, maybe it was just like
it was something else before that.
portions of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Andy says he's down if you want to have him on one night. So
He's already been on.
no, for the AI stuff.
Oh, you could be like our AI.
We already found the answer, Andy. We were just curious when they launched ChatGPT, which was November of last year. So,
And now to our field correspondent on AI, Andy Black.
oh man. So, anyways, the last item I had was actually pretty close to Andy this week. A bunch of institutions across the country, world, somewhere, have been getting swatted at an increase.
Yes, I heard about
Number.
this.
And apparently, it's computer generated.
Yep.
I had no idea. Like, I saw it on the news, and I was like, oh,
They have
swatting.
yeah,
It's
they
been
have
going on for
AI
years,
generated things calling schools with bomb threats,
Mhm.
swatting people, and that's only going to get more.
but what was amazing is they said in the article here, the voice was actually, like, acting scared. Like,
Yeah.
oh, my God, I'm being shot.
We
Like,
watched Arnold Schwarzenegger say "Touch my boobies, Jack Rich," and it was completely accurate.
I know. And we've heard Steve Jobs and Joe Rogan do things that didn't actually happen. Yeah. So it's just insane. I mean, how do you fight that? I mean,
Without like sophisticate, it's just what Elon and all them are warning us about, because they seem to be warning us about the apocalypse, not
yeah.
all this misinformation that is now going to be like spread everywhere because they can now generate footage and audio clips and everything.
Yeah.
Like, what are the countermeasures to this? Like you're going to need a malware detector for AI stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
this is generated. Like,
I don't know that there is a way to detect it. I mean, there might be differences in the audio. I mean, maybe you could look at a waveform or something and see if there's something like a fingerprint that AI puts in there or something. But otherwise, I don't know. I mean,
can it pass the Turing test if you just played a bunch of audio samples, some real, some AI?
maybe we'll just have to like add like a thing to the emergency operations plans at all these organizations where they like ask a logical question that will cause the
Cause it
computer
to explode.
explode or something. You know. Like in
Everything
movies.
I say is a lie.
Exactly, a paradox. That's
Yes.
right? Yeah.
That
But
worked
yeah.
in Star Trek, but I don't think
That's
that'll...
terrifying though. Like,
Yeah, we're about to
I
enter
mean-
the new age of misinformation. It's only getting worse.
Yeah, I
from
mean-
here out.
celebrities, politicians, they can all be faked now. So we can make them say things they never said.
Some YouTuber got in trouble because he was using AI generated porn using another YouTuber's likeness.
Oh,
What?
what you said.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I don't remember who it was. Hold on, I can look this up. I realize I need a cough button too
They're all mad.
because I was listening. Huh?
Pattern matches the prediction.
Yeah, there has to be
Yeah,
some.
so if there's patterns to look for, then yeah. But yeah, there was all kinds of other targets. There was a CBD shop, private residence
A
in
Twitch streamer
Virginia.
named Atrioc was recently
Atrioc.
exposed for watching deep fake pornography of two female streamers that he actually knew personally. Now, for those who
That's
might be
even worse.
unfamiliar
And he
with
did a-
deepfake porn,
It's funny because he did a. Oh yes, here it is. Can I send this to you? Share,
Yeah,
share.
We'll just
share.
AirPlay it or air drop it.
Through
Go to share.
AirPlay.
Share. No,
I clicked share.
right there.
What is with this dang
Then
thing?
other or whatever. It's like other items.
More?
Yeah. And then see.
AirDrop?
AirDrop, yeah. And then hopefully the Mac will be on there.
Jason's Mac Mini.
Hey, there it is.
Shouldn't it say drunk tech supports Mac Mini?
No,
So-
because you set it up under your account, remember?
the guy
A
got,
Twitch streamer
pause
named
it for a second. The quick and dirty.
Atrioc.
The,
Sorry, I kept... I was clicking faster than it was...
the quick and dirty is that he was doing a stream and he was sharing his desktop, and as he was closing tabs, someone realized he had a specific tab.
Doesn't that
open.
always go that way? They're like, hey, nice tab.
Use your incognito mode, damn it. Or be like me, have a separate iPad that's just devoted to porn.
Oh, God.
That's only incognito. So somebody found the URL, went to it, realized it's a deep fake of these other streamers that they're not like, like gamer girls or like super sexualized. Keep
Yeah.
it there. These were like wholesome girls that he was making them do like dirty stuff in the porn. So it's not like these were like, I don't want to be like, oh, you're slutty, you deserve it. That's not fair to anyone.
Right.
But these were like just cutesy, wholesome gamer girls. These weren't
Wow.
like a fucking sniper wolf or whatever the fuck you watch. Anyway,
I
so
watch.
he had to do an apology video with his girlfriend or wife in the background.
Oh,
Crying, that's what this
oh
is.
my God. Okay, let me
Can you play this?
really want, especially women on Twitch, to feel safer. Like we call booba spam cringe. We don't do that there. I've never made like a weird, I don't know, seat sniffing joke. I've never done anything like that. I've never done anything like that on the stream. And we don't tolerate any sex behavior in the chat. We ban it on site. And like I've done this consistently over and over and over. And then 2 a.m., I've been watching so much. I've been reading so much AI stuff. I'm reading all this stuff about AI and deepfake music, deepfake art, and everything. And I'm in these discords, and I just feel so embarrassing, man.
Oh my God.
But I was on Pornhub, dude. I was on a regular as normal website, and there was an ad.
Normal.
There's an ad on every video for this. So I know other people must be clicking it because it's on every video.
Oh, so
It wasn't me. It was Pornhub ads.
It wasn't me. It was the ad. There you go. That's the latest.
I don't.
I mean, we were complaining about some of these ads recently too, but you still just don't click them. Like, who clicks?
First
ads?
of all, don't click the ads.
any ad, don't
That-
click it.
Don't click the ads. But
Even when you Google
I've
search, if
clicked-
it says sponsored, skip it. Go to the next one.
look, I'm an admitted pervert, a sexual deviant. I've clicked on like porn videos that were like compilation of Angelina Jolie's sex scene or so, like shit like that.
See, I have no desire. I have. No,
I'm not saying I've done this recently. This is when I like.
I've never liked celebrities at all in any way.
You're not like just curious just to see what it looks like. Some
Don't care.
morbid curiosity. Anyway, but he went to this thing because the porn was specifically these other streamers that he was friends with. That'd be like if I got AI and made like a video about your wife.
Yeah, that'd be awkward.
You caught me doing that. That's a little weird.
I wouldn't be crying on YouTube to our fans.
No, we should do that, Rich. Crying. I'll sit in the back room with a tissue, like. But the fact that he had to get his wife on the stream to like.
Yeah.
She looks like she is pissed though, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She's like.
I can see why.
Fucking deviant. You never want to get caught with porn, man.
Ay. That's just.
But that's the future. You're gonna be able to just type in, "I want to see X person."
Yeah.
Doing doggy style, whatever weird porn people like. I don't know.
Yeah.
Doggy style's weird, right? I always do it missionary. Like a good Christian. And only for the purpose of procreation.
Right, of course.
But yeah, that's gonna be the future. You're gonna be able to just freaking. I want to see this person. Here's some photos of them. Let's see them doing the nasty. You know, we're gonna have to like live with that, unless we make laws or something.
You mean
there has to be some sort of laws.
Control what people see, like in
China.
I was thinking like. I thought you were gonna be like, that's like 1984, Jay. Can't control what people do, man. That's like a fucking totalitarianism, fucking commie.
Yeah, I mean,
And he says, "Sure, Jay."
yeah. It's a scary future. No matter any way you look at it, whether it's deepfake porn or chaos GPT wanting to destroy humanity.
Is it scary? Because things change all the time.
I mean,
And it's
Y2K
slow.
was scary.
It's slow and gradual
And then
to
nothing
the point
happened.
where it becomes mundane, and we're like thinking of worst case scenarios.
Yeah.
But look at us 2 years from now. This shit's probably gonna be normal, and we'll be like, eh.
Yeah.
You know, like school shootings.
Yeah, that's scary how normalized that's been.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Or train derailments.
Yeah, that too. Ugh. They're not even on the news.
There was another
Yeah.
one like
There was
4
one right
days
up
ago.
the road.
What?
There was one right up the road a couple weeks ago.
Was it the same company? The catch?
I don't know.
The catch is we have thousands of train derailments in the U.S. per year, but the fact that it's the same company
That's
within this short period of time because of the deregulation.
of course.
Thanks, Obama.
Wait, so we're saying that because the government didn't tell us what to do, we're causing harm.
Because people were allowed to do whatever they wanted, they chose to do the bad thing.
So what you're saying is we should have some laws that limit things that could cause harm without going so far to be totalitarianism.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that makes a little sense,
A
right?
little bit.
I'm willing to give up my freedom so we can fight Al Qaeda. I'm sorry, I'm
that-
having flashbacks to 9/11.
I was going to say, did you say that in 2001? Oh, man.
I'll let the government look at everything I do online and all my phone calls.
I
And
mean,
emails
they
and-
already do anyways. So.
Well, yeah. Now we know about it.
Now we know, yeah. We didn't know that back then.
Did you want to talk about like that's on subject? The guy that leaked the Pentagon shit.
I actually didn't have that on the notes. I forgot.
Did you
about that.
hear about what he leaked? I haven't heard anything.
Yeah,
about
it was details about Ukraine's upcoming assault, so it foiled it.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It turns out this guy did it for clout on Discord.
Wow.
Like he was on a
He
Discord
was
chat.
like a Air National Guard guy from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Massachusetts.
think it was Air National Guard,
I told you nothing good comes out of Massachusetts.
including us.
Yeah. Rich is like, I found a video about a movie about our hometown, Manchester, New Hampshire, and apparently did no research on it because as soon as I looked it up,
I was talking to someone who told me about it, and I immediately texted you. I didn't look anything up
All right.
yet.
I looked it up. I'm like, no, it's about Manchester, Massachusetts,
Which
which
is-
is gross.
Yeah.
I would love to see a movie that took place in Manchester, or a documentary about how Manchester sucks.
Andy says he's been following it closely.
Yeah, I keep
leak.
seeing updates on it. He was arrested yesterday, and I didn't know about what was leaked, but that's
it was a pretty serious leak.
That's pretty damn serious.
It's the type of, like, okay, let's talk about some of the big leaks, like Edward Snowden. Like, did people die as a result? Probably not. I don't think so. But this definitely caused people to die, like, unnecessarily.
this could change the
And it was
course
just
of
for
a war.
Discord clout. It wasn't because they thought it was wrong or...
No, this wasn't like a Snowden where he's like, I have to do something.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna be so cool when they see this.
Yeah.
I think he was like 21, right?
God. Ruined his life.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's toast. Unless Trump gets reelected and pardons him.
Oh, God. Please don't.
Trump wouldn't even pardon that fucking Assange guy.
Yeah.
Pardon like Susan B. Anthony or some shit instead.
Remember we talked about... wait, are we ready to move on from this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
It sucks. I didn't know about the war. That's crazy.
Yeah. It was a bad thing. Like, this is the type that they need to crack down on. Like, that was not cool. It wasn't exposing how Americans are getting screwed over. It was exposing military intel.
I mean, not to get political, but do we really need to expose that we're getting screwed over? It is happening out in the open in broad daylight
yeah,
now.
they're not even trying now.
And nobody's doing anything. It's literally, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what's that fucking movie where all the women are, like, subjugated?
Oh.
And people keep making references to it. The Handmaid's Tale.
Yes, that one.
Like we're literally... it's not... Why did we stop our political show? Too political?
No, I don't think... I think we're just lazy.
Oh, okay.
I think that was it.
Literally read something today that somebody was trying to, like, veto or bring a law back that would allow segregation in schools
God.
in, like, Tennessee or Louisiana or one of those fucking shitty states. And it was insane.
So, remember on one of the shows previously, we talked about that HP Instant Ink program?
Previously on Drunk Tech Support.
And how HP would disable the ink cartridges.
Yeah, they had the kill chip.
Yeah. So, I have an HP printer. And their Instant Ink program is actually fairly cheap. It's like $5 a month. It's not too bad. So, I signed up for it.
Is this another goddamn subscription, Rich?
Yes. But when you consider how much ink cartridge it is, as long as you use it, it's worth it. But
So the average ink carton...
I'm trying to cut back on my bills, and subscriptions is a big chunk of it, so I cut it out.
Uh-huh.
My kid tried to print something for school the other day on the way out the door,
They cancel your...
and he couldn't print.
So what was
They
left of
locked
your
it
ink,
down.
they stopped.
Yes.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
This is a fucking dystopia, Rich. Oh my god.
It literally was like still a full ink cartridge, and they just cut it off. I couldn't use it at all. I either had to re-sign up, which I ended up doing, assholes, or buy third-party ink that doesn't have the chip in it.
I can't. I have no words.
It's unbelievable.
And you bet.
Like you
the
should
knee
be able. You
to
should
them.
be able to use it only because my kid needed it. Like then, my other printer is
I
black
would
and
have
white.
gone to fucking Kinko's,
I
which
have
doesn't
a-
exist anymore.
I have a nice laser printer, but it's black and white. It's not color, so I had to have it for my kid. So
This is why I love my page printer. Because I owned it for 12 years and never had to replace the ink.
yeah, some of those old printers that were so good. I mean, the old LaserJet 4s, like,
Yeah.
What
I
happened
had
to
a,
printers?
Mine was a brother.
you know what happened to printers is companies like HP found out that there's more money in the ink than there is in the fucking printer itself.
That has always been the case, Rich.
I know, but
It's
they
like-
capitalized on it.
It's like the original Xbox. We'll sell it at a loss. We'll make it up with the games.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm a very anti-paper type person. Like if someone gives me a handout in a meeting at work, I'm usually like, can you just send me digital? I don't want paper.
Yeah.
Because it ends up in my bag, squished, and then I throw it away.
I know. I don't know what to do with my mail that keeps coming here. I have like a stack of mail.
Throw it in the recycling bin.
Well, it's my taxes, Rich.
Oh,
We talked about this.
We did.
You're supposed to help me.
I'll help you.
Rich knows all the loopholes.
Oh, yeah.
He knows all the rich guy
That's why I
loopholes.
owe. I wish I was like
Well, that's your dumbass fault.
I know.
So
Wait. So I had no printer until I paid $5, and then they turn it right back on immediately.
Rich, this is insane.
I know.
And you're just casually talking about, yeah, I just caved in and just paid
Okay,
him.
Mr. YouTube Red.
I can't stand the fucking ads!
At least I don't have YouTube Red, okay?
I look at it as I'm using an ad blocker, and the people I actually like and want to support aren't getting those ad bucks from me because I have a constant ad blocker. So if I pay for YouTube ad Red, I know they'll at least get some money, and I don't have to look at the fucking ads. But then they go and do ad reads. So
Yes,
what's the
they
fucking
do.
point?
And one of the podcasts I listen to right now is they're doing ad reads multiple times in a 1 hour pod.
Yeah,
Like 3 times today.
that's what they do
and they're
now on
2
YouTube.
different ones every time. So there was 6 ads total. And I was like, this is ridiculous. Luckily,
Some of these
CarPlay
ads
has
are like
that
2 minutes
handy
long.
skip button. So
Yeah, you know they're going to disable that and make that a subscription
you
item.
figure most ads are like 60 seconds or, a set time. So what we do is
Solidarity for Andy.
30 seconds, skip
Yeah.
it 4 times and then you're 2 minutes in and usually it's perfect. But
I don't want to have to do that because I'm like in a flow, watching a video, then I have to stop and be like,
see, I'll watch the ads, but I won't watch them. I'll go like get a drink or go pee or something during the ad because I know I'm not going to watch it.
I don't know what the situation is on YouTube now since like the adpocalypse happened and all this new demonetization stuff. Are these YouTubers like desperate that they have to do these shitty obvious ad reads for things they
I
don't
think
even
it's
believe
just they can't make any money on YouTube anymore because YouTube has fucked everybody over.
But I've been hearing that some of these companies will pay shit tons, like $10,000 per ad read
Jesus.
for like.
Are you sure you never want to do ad reads?
No, we'll never do it. I don't care how much you can.
No, I don't.
You can.
No.
I will do this.
I can't.
Uh,
Oh my god.
that stupid war game that was not League of Legends. Yeah, it was League of Legends.
League of Legends.
Which was one of those bullshit games that had like fake commercials that didn't represent the actual gameplay.
Yeah.
And then like even like Shoe on Head was doing ads for it. And I was
Jesus.
like looking at like little videos about them, and apparently they just pay so much. People are like, I have to do it. Like I need this money.
Wow.
It's like a nice chunk of money. And ugh.
I don't think any company would ever
I'm
want
watching
us to
people
read
and
ads.
like it's a YouTuber, but he's like 60. You know he's not paying League of Legends or whatever the stupid game is.
I don't know. There's some old people I've known that play it still.
If you look at the gameplay, like real gameplay, you wouldn't be playing it.
I know.
It's just like one of those mindless.
I had a couple
clickers.
friends that were like obsessed with it, and I tried to play it one night, and I was like, nope, not for me.
I hate. That's why I like YouTube Red because Andy agrees with me. Like it does give money to the people you actually watch while blocking the shitty ads from the random videos. Like I hate. Like I come across a new video, I'm like, let me see what this is about, and then instantly it's an ad read.
I'm gonna
And
give.
I'm like, fuck
I'm gonna
this.
give away my hand here to YouTube because we're live on the air right now. But if they ever get to a point where I can't skip the ad after 5 seconds, I may pay for YouTube Red because
You're giving them a fucking
I
reason to do it.
cannot stand like there's like 3 or 4 people I watch. They don't allow skipping on their videos for some reason.
My God,
And it
those are for
infuriates me.
the placed ads, right?
It's to the point where I just won't watch them sometimes because I want to deal with ads, and you can't skip them.
There's one YouTuber I followed, and she would put up like a 12 to 15 minute video.
Yeah.
It had like 10 ads in it.
Oh my god.
I don't know if she did it on purpose because I hear if you don't tell YouTube where the ad breaks should be, it'll like overload your video with them.
That's probably true. I remember before we weren't cool enough to have monetization anymore, we used to have ads,
Yeah. Can we
And
tell YouTube
I
not
used to
to
always
show ads?
place it like so there was only 2 throughout the entire episode. So
Can we tell YouTube we don't watch you guys?
Andy says it's now in the Google Hive mind.
Is there a way to tell YouTube I don't want you to do any ads on mine? Because they'll just do ads anyway. Like, they're probably doing ads on us right now.
And we're not making the money on it.
And we're not.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's stupid.
They're making money off of us. Maybe we should just stream to our domain and be like,
Do
nope,
our own thing.
fuck
Never
YouTube.
be
It's
found
right
at
here.
all.
We'll
Like,
never be found,
I did that.
but we'll never bow down to YouTube either.
I put up YouTube is all about gaming the algorithm.
Yeah.
And I proved this because our videos, like 15 views, maybe 20 something max. I put up a spoiler fake video, like a clickbait video about the Picard season 3 episode 9. Because
It's at
the big
7.
mystery is what's behind the red door. And I just...
It's at 700 now.
Is it?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. And just using a clickbait title. Boom.
Unreal.
But I did agree. I talked to Rich, and I'm like, when we're done recording, we need to go back, put tags in, and if we're smart, maybe a fancy thumbnail. Because apparently these videos are searchable. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm really getting sick of the podcast format, like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Like, there's people I follow that used to do standalone videos, like little documentaries and shit. Now they're all like gathering with these other YouTubers and doing like podcasts.
Oh.
And what they'll do is, which is what I'm saying we should do, is they take a segment from their podcast and turn it into a standalone video, but they make it look like it's going to be an in-depth video. And you click on it, and then it's just them like shooting the shit about
God.
something. I'm like, this isn't what I wanted.
Well.
But what I've been doing is taking our videos, finding something funny, which I don't think we had anything funny in this video.
Not yet.
Worth.
Well, we still got a long way to go, buddy.
Okay. All right. Cutting them into stupid portrait mode and making a little short Instagram. So if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see we have like a couple recent videos.
Yeah.
The avocados one was very popular.
Avocados?
The avocados.
Yeah, that one had my wife rolling laughing.
So we just need to be funnier, Rich. So
I guess so. Here's a good one. You can make fun of me for being an Apple fanboy again. GM is taking CarPlay out of their vehicles.
Oh my God, Rich, you're such a stupid Apple fag. I hate you. That's
they're
gonna go over
starting.
well.
They're starting with the EV that they're bringing out, but they're not putting CarPlay in it.
I thought these things were interchangeable.
Well, no. The manufacturer has to allow it, and the assumption is that they're doing it because Apple is trying to put its tentacles into your entire car and take over your heater controls and your speedometer. Like they've showed it in.
They
their
want
last,
to be the car.
Yeah, but they don't want to build the car.
Right.
Supposedly.
Well, that's because you got to flip it over to charge it.
Right.
They can't have that. Now, that could be an Instagram.
That could be an Instagram. Anyway, so they're taking it out, and I'm like, what the fuck? Are we taking a step back here now? Like, I finally found a way to stop texting and driving. As you know, this is a huge problem of mine for the entire time I've had a cell phone. I always...
Rick, you drive like this with your knees
I used to.
and
yes.
you text.
Back in the day.
Do you know how... And it was a fucking standard.
It was
You
a
didn't have it
standard.
automatic.
So I had
It
to
was
hit the clutch.
so unnerving
Yeah.
driving with him. I was like, this is it. I'm going to die. This is like my last day on
Yes,
Earth.
exactly, Andy. I will never buy a GM vehicle.
Did
ever
they
again.
say why?
They didn't, but people are speculating that it's
Like a
because
fuck you to Apple?
wants to stick their tentacles into everything. And they want to do the Tesla model where they have their own infotainment system. But what I don't understand
So
is
this
none
is
of these
another
cars,
case of like company proprietary. We want to have our own thing.
and none of them can do it right. There's always something shitty or buggy in a car and their native
It's
OS.
always going to be like that. Nobody wants to work together.
Oh, that's why. Andy says it's because they want the data.
Oh, to
CarPlay
sell
won't
your
let them
data.
have it. That's an even bigger reason not to have.
That's another
a GM
fun
vehicle.
topic.
Yeah, they do have Android Auto still. That's the other thing. They're gonna have Android Auto, but they won't have CarPlay. It's ridiculous.
Can't you just like super glue an iPad to your dashboard and just CarPlay that shit, Rich?
Anyway,
He's ignoring me.
Pioneer has.
Are you really gonna blow past what I just asked?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Just connect your iPad to Bluetooth on your car and just stick it to your dash.
You still have to use the shitty OS built into the radio. They are all terrible.
Do you remember back in the day when you would just build a shitty like 133 megahertz PC in the back of your car?
Run DOS
and
with a
you had,
DOS
like,
media
a
player.
rollable keyboard on your dashboard, and you used fucking DOS. Now look at you, Rich. Look how far you've fallen.
Fallen?
I don't have CarPlay. I don't know what to do. Ooh,
Look.
Apple.
The only reason I'm so obsessed with CarPlay is because I know I finally stopped texting and driving.
You can, if that's the reason, you can just use Siri on your phone to send messages.
I know.
Hey Siri, message my idiot friend. Tell him I hate him.
But I can't just touch it on my screen and say it.
You don't. You just all voice.
I don't want to do all voice. You just
It's
open up
too
Siri.
convenient. That's the problem.
Your Siri on your iPad just triggered.
It's been doing that. When I was trying to edit the Vacados episode, I kept playing it over every time. It's like, hey Siri, is Vacados a fruit?
Oh
And my stupid tablet kept going off. Rich, you strike me as a big baby that can't think of anything innovative to.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Andy's HomePod went off. Does the HomePod not have the ability to see your voice specifically? I know the
Well,
Apple TV just got it.
You did that, and it was still going off for me. Remember? On an episode, you're like, well, so much for voice recognition. Thanks,
Oh
Siri."
yeah. Well, they just brought the feature to the Apple TV recently because now it pops up and it's like, hey, we can recognize your voice. Because we have a family account with all of my kids' profiles and everything on it. So, oh, it's not his HomePod.
Oh, just holding it for a friend.
Hold it. Oh my god.
I didn't
Anyways, the overall reaction to this is people are not going to buy GM vehicles. So they thought they could make a power move.
This is Kid Rock all over again.
Oh right. Well, Kid Rock will drive a GM. As
long as they don't put no tranny rainbows on it.
Well, I'll never buy a GM.
I'm just enjoying the memes about him.
Oh yeah.
It's hilarious.
I actually finally read the story today. I didn't even know what was going on.
Did you see the video of him shooting?
Yeah.
Probably-
So
First of all, he's not a real redneck. He's a rich guy that decided to
From
take on a
Michigan.
redneck persona.
Not even
He's
from
like
the South.
Larry the Cable Guy.
He's not even from the South. He's
No,
from Michigan.
he's just some freaking rich white guy. I've never liked Kid Rock. Rich used to rock Kid Rock back in the day.
Back in the day.
I love this song, "Ball with the ball, the bang, the bang."
No.
You're like, this is stupid. I hate it, Rich. Why are you making me listen to this?
My favorite. I didn't even tell you I did this. So when this all broke, somebody posted that that meme of the fat dude that's like, "See, nobody cares" or whatever. Anyway,
I know what you're talking about.
I'll
yeah.
show you. But I commented.
Oh, from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and then
Nedry.
Kid Rock also posted about it,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Since he's at the center of the controversy. And I commented on it with the video for his Balls in Your Mouth song. Just to remind him where he came from, you know.
I don't know what that is.
It's a pretty raunchy song from like his first or second album. Before
About
he
having
got
balls in
famous.
his own mouth?
And it's about putting his balls in another person's mouth. A woman.
Oh. Well, you see, in the hetero world, that's known as a diss, where you put your balls in someone else's.
Mm-hmm.
Hetero guys are like,
I just hate when people try to take a moral high ground on something and then they're
oh, right.
total hypocrites about it.
I think he's just doing that to lean into his own audience.
Probably. Yeah. I'm not going to play the whole song, but just to give you an idea, I'll play a clip.
Oh my god.
Well, blow me up and then blow me
just say
down.
It's not country like all he plays now.
Oh,
is country.
when he first started out, he was like
he was-
super hip hop.
Yeah. Anyway, check it out. It's terrible, but it'll give you a good laugh.
God damn.
It's a funny song. I'll give him that.
Did you post as us or did you post as yourself?
For what?
You said you posted this to Kid Rock.
Oh no, I did it as myself. I didn't think of doing it as us.
Oh.
I forgot.
Rich.
I forgot.
Publicity.
All right, I'll do it.
God damn.
So the FBI released a stunning recommendation that I could never see coming a million miles
Is it
away.
like the time they were like covering your webcam with the sticky note could
It's-
damage your camera? So
No,
stop doing it?
I didn't.
I don't know if they said somebody said that.
Anyway, apparently, public charging stations are not safe. Jay, did you know this?
Oh, we talked about this.
Yeah, it's been common knowledge for like a decade at least.
Yeah.
You don't plug into a public fucking charging
You could be
station.
plugging directly into somebody's fucking computer.
Anyways, they released a recommendation that we should no longer be using those.
iPhones or just phones. Okay, see, like I become an iPhone user. I hate it. I don't even think of other phones. I'm just all is iPhone. I was actually talking to a random person, and I was just so casual about my stupid iProducts, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't use iProducts. I can't afford any of that shit." And I'm like, "How low have I sunk?"
Well, see, the average person still thinks that they're a premium
Oh,
brand.
I know.
Oh, we know.
Rich, you know how I know? Because I bought this piece of shit thinking it was going to be premium.
Anyway, so they tweeted out FBI Denver. So
Thanks, FBI.
yeah, fucking 10 years too late, but cool. Good
Oh,
advice.
what I was getting at is, shouldn't phone manufacturers have a mode similar to like AirPlay mode, where it's like no data mode, and you can plug your thing into anything, and it will not initiate any kind of like
Yeah,
data
but do you
communication.
really trust your phone to turn it off? Truly, I mean that goes back to the
If it's the
argument of
manufacturer,
if we don't have a physical power button, how do we know it's off? And it's not. We know it's not.
you
now.
take it,
We've
you
learned.
smash it with the hammer, and then you know it's off. Juice jacking, is that what that is actually called?
I don't know. I've never heard
Well,
that term.
our Apple, he's like an Apple correspondent too.
Oh yeah, it was a term coined in 2011 in a blog post from Krebs.
Okay, well, you're casting that into doubt, but I'm like, it would be simple to just disable that.
It would. You're right, and it could be very easy to just put a switch in there. My point is, you can't trust anything on the phone.
How often are you plugging?
you
I
shut
don't know.
your
I guess
phone
at
off?
airports and stuff. I have like a 30,000 milliamp rechargeable battery. Look at this thing. This is what I bring when I go out.
Jesus.
I actually bought this when I came out to Texas to help me move.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't want to plug. I don't have to like go to charging stations and crap. It's like a 30,000 milliamp
Jesus.
battery. Look at all the ports on it.
Ooh. Very nice.
I know, right? It's got micro USB. It's got Lightning. It's got USB-C. It's got 2 USB ports. I'm guessing it's like the amperage. One is like
Probably
two.
A lot of places or devices will do one for
This thing's
iPads
awesome.
and stuff, higher powered.
So the entire trip down, I use this, and like this takes like an entire day to charge,
Wow.
and it doesn't. It kept me going like the whole trip. I didn't have to like stop and charge anything until like we got to our first hotel. So the whole way down to Texas, and then halfway.
And then all the way across Texas, which is a fucking massive state. So
That was fun. Fun
'Cause
trip. Why?
If you remember, we drove through the night that first night and didn't stop until we were in New Mexico.
Oh, I remember. You're like, no, we're just gonna keep driving. We're just gonna keep driving. I'm falling asleep behind the wheel. Let's just keep driving. And this shitty ass ride. Why would you not inspect the tires before you like jump on the road? Be like, hey, this truck you gave us have unbalanced, bald tires.
See, I like to put faith in companies that.
Except
they're
when they
gonna
put
do
a
the right
button on their
thing.
phone to disable data for plugin. You just talked about this. You're like, I don't put faith in the companies. Now you're saying you put faith in the companies?
When it's related to things like
Here on Drunk Tech
tires
Support,
and shit,
we
like-
get to the truth.
if it's going to affect my physical safety, I assume that they've done the right thing.
Okay.
I shouldn't. But if I die,
Before you
my
get behind the
family will be
wheel of a
rich.
giant death machine, you might want to take a walk around just to make sure it's working.
Yeah. Or companies can do what they're supposed to.
No, that too. They, did you even get a refund or anything out of
Oh
that?
yeah, I got like $700 back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw the pictures we posted. That thing was a fucking death trap.
It really was. I'm surprised.
We
it made
couldn't
it
go
cross
over
country.
50 the whole way because it was like,
We couldn't even get to 50. Half of them. Like
oh, then we're going uphill.
going up hills, it was like
Oh.
20 miles an hour. Oh,
It was a
long
nightmare.
trip.
It was not a smooth ride.
Oh no. Oh no. Anyway,
else
speaking
we
of
got, Rich?
rides. Speaking of rides,
Your mom is the next topic. Your mom.
no, I was going to talk about how the CEO of Uber drove around on an Uber, and
Is this like
he realized that his drivers' complaints were
undercover
actually-
boss?
Yes, kind of. But he actually realized that their complaints are valid, and like
Well, no shit.
everybody's been saying it for like a decade now, and they finally now somebody at the executive level will admit it.
What
where
are the complaints with Uber?
just that they're not getting paid enough, and they're treated shittily, and I mean, I've driven Uber for a while. You drove Lyft. They're people are assholes, and we have to deal with a lot of shit and throwing up in our cars.
Dumbass drunk white girls that like treat you like shit the whole ride.
Yeah. But anyway, I thought that was
You're
interesting.
being
that he
really
took the time to do that.
condescending, and I don't appreciate that. If you want a tip, that's literally what happened to me.
Oh God. But anyways, it was nice to see that somebody at that level is taking it seriously.
Yeah, but is he going to do anything about it?
Well, probably not. But I don't have faith in companies.
After a long study of how Uber works, I've decided to cut back Uber's pay even further. Uber drivers.
Right.
Because fuck them, that's why.
Right.
Because this is America rich. Corporations get rich. Everybody works for scraps.
Pretty much.
No one can afford a shitty iPhone. Even though Apple makes subpar products now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to recall if I read something or not. It was about the Surface Duo. Did you know that they had a product called the Surface Neo, which was going to be a dual-screened
I didn't
counterpart?
until the last time we talked about it on the show. We were talking about 10X and how it
Yes.
was made for the Neo. That's the first time I'd ever heard of the Neo.
Canceled. Surface Duo
surprise.
2,
Big
canceled.
surprise.
I don't think Microsoft is going to make another phone.
Good.
There will be no 3.
I mean,
And if they are going to come out with one, they're following Samsung's Flip, Galaxy Z Flip thing. With the fucking... The whole point of 2 screens is that you 2 separate things.
right.
Switching to a curve is no longer a duo. It is an uno. It'll be the Surface Duo Uno.
Was that our Spanish lesson for the day?
Yes. Uno means 1.
Oh, man.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Ugh.
So, can we get to our favorite topics?
We have more topic. I thought we were done.
Oh, no. I forgot to put it on.
He sucks.
It's like 2 steps forward, 2
Do
steps
I
back.
need to put it on the checklist?
Yes.
Make sure you have the Elon Musk video with you dancing. Like, why would you even have to do that? Isn't this thing like permanently set up?
Yeah. I just need to go in and change it, and I haven't done it. I was too busy editing the podcast, okay?
Rich, you change it right now. I'm not potting until you change it.
I don't even know where the video is. Anyway, moving on.
Like that. Are you gonna change it?
I can't. I gotta find the video first. I don't know where the hell it is.
That means we're past an hour.
We are at an hour and 25 minutes.
These things don't last long.
No?
No, wait. I need to buy long USB cables.
I told you I have like a 20-foot one right there.
This was the one. I'll put this one.
There you go. Anyway,
What? Rich.
stay on topic.
Update the Musk video thing.
Okay, I will, but not right this second. So, you peaked.
I know. I bashed my head off the mic.
So according to a court filing by a failed congressional candidate, Laura Loomer, she's also an anti-Muslim conspiracy theorist, but she filed a court case in an ongoing suit and involving Twitter, and she released what she was told, which is Twitter Inc. has been merged into X Corp and no longer exists, meaning Twitter's gone. They're doing the Meta thing.
Is an X Corp?
And
Yeah.
X.com is coming back.
I was gonna say X.com was before PayPal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we talked about how he bought it back from PayPal.
Is he trying to like emulate China? Because they have
that one app for everything.
that app that does everything.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do. One app for everything.
Well, I think you got to get people to like keep using the app you have
Before
you go and do that.
And people are leaving in droves, so I'd like to see actual numbers of like users that have just stopped using it. They'll probably never release the honest numbers though, so
No, nobody releases numbers anymore.
No.
Like now that everything's like, that's what I hate about these like bad shows on like streaming services. Is there's no Nielsen ratings for them anymore.
Yeah.
So you gotta. They're like, this is the best show ever. We have so many viewers on it. Like this. No show has gotten as many viewers. It's like listening to Trump talk.
I feel like
we have
instead
the most
of
viewers, we have the greatest viewers. It's the best show, and you're like, how? I see 9 billion people complaining about how it sucks on the internet.
yeah.
Like, how
Well,
can this be true?
Instead of ratings like we used to have, they use an algorithm to do it all, so they don't even have that functionality anymore. So everything's relying on the algorithm, which the algorithm is never wrong, Jay.
The algorithm suck my balls.
Ooh.
This looks way better,
We're
like right here than on camera.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's what they're seeing.
It looks just as bad, Rich.
It actually does.
We didn't talk about the TV.
We didn't. The TV that we look at every night.
Can you switch
on
to
pod.
the
Oh yeah, I can switch
the
over.
handy
and
cam?
show ya.
So we're doing our photo shoot. I don't know if you can zoom in on the corner.
Not really, but
We
you
knocked
can
over the
see it.
TV. I knocked over the TV, and
Look at that.
forgot about it for a week. So when I come back to set us up, not only was everything unplugged, it had to be redone from scratch. I turned the TV on, and I'm greeted to this. I'm like, I run downstairs. I'm like, Rich, the TV's broken. He's like, yeah, you knocked it over,
You knocked
idiot.
it over.
I'm like, did I?
I figured it was broken because of that. I mean, I didn't.
I thought we tested it.
Neither one of us tested it.
I could have sworn we checked it after that. So
I was like,
didn't give a-
sure, it's fine.
it'll be fine. So yeah,
It wasn't.
So our expensive setup is now slowly falling apart.
Didn't take very long.
No,
We do need to find a new screen for this part, though.
this is fine. But I would like to have a screen that actually shows true colors that matches that screen.
Right.
So maybe we could find this screen on eBay.
Maybe.
Just have duplicates so we know it looks the same.
Yeah.
But anyway, Elon and X. So Twitter is now
So-
X.
In the past, in texts and emails that have come out, he has described a goal that he has for a blockchain social media system that does both payments, short text
Blockchain.
messages,
Oh my god.
and links like Twitter.
I'm so fucking sick of blockchain, NFTs, crypto, all those buzzwords that don't mean anything. Like, Bitcoin came out, that was like big. Like, it was like,
And now they're saying on the news the other day that Bitcoin is not anonymous at all anymore. Like,
of course, nothing is real. Everything on the cloud doesn't exist and can go away at a moment's notice.
yep.
And all this you know, and they're like, oh, Bitcoin is going to change the way money works. And then all the crypto bros came in and saturated the market with their dumbass, like, alternate coins and stuff. And all of them failed.
We should start a drunk tech support coin. DTS coin.
DTS coin. Get your DTS NFTs.
Yeah. 10 years too late for the boom. And
We should just do it, and we'll just have, like, a PayPal set up. You send us $5, we'll just send you a JPEG of something.
yes, he has talked about it publicly, about the Everything app, but this is an actual court proceeding where they were told that they can't use Twitter Inc. anymore because they've now been absorbed by X Corp. So X Corp is a thing, and it's now.
Did you also hear he's being
merged with
sued
Twitter.
by Germany for
did
violating
not.
their hate speech laws, and they're suing him for like more than he paid for Twitter? I just read that before we came on.
That's awesome.
I don't know how that's gonna go.
This whole Twitter thing is, I mean, he cannot feel good about it. Like, unless he's got some master plan that he hasn't released yet.
Dude, he's
I
got those
mean,
rich guy drugs.
I
I
don't
don't think he cares about anything.
Probably not.
Once you get those rich guy drugs, it's
Yeah.
all like bleh, disassociated.
Yeah.
Everything I do is awesome. Fuck you, pores.
Yeah.
Pay me to be verified. Okay, so are you reading this now?
I'm about to read this,
Okay,
but
go
I
ahead.
wanted to see your reaction to it. So we finally are recovering from GPU sales with the whole crypto bullshit.
I'm glad I got my card when I did.
Yeah. Prices are starting to come down. Supplies are starting to show. And Elon reportedly purchased thousands of GPUs for a generative AI project at Twitter.
Guys, this is going to be so cool. Trust me.
You're getting better at your Musk. But yeah, so he is, of course, AI is the new NFT.
Just to generate memes for him.
Probably.
I would like a funny meme about this current situation.
Oh my god! Yeah, he
'Cause
bought
he's, like, run out of ones to
roughly
steal.
10,000 GPUs,
For what? Okay.
and
can
he did it right after he denounced moving forward with AI until we take
Right,
a look at
isn't
the
he, like-
ethics and
maybe he's like, this is my way to fight against AI. We're creating like an AI defender. I don't know.
or
Could be
maybe he's gonna make a evil AI so he can prove himself right.
Okay, you're gonna leash it on the world.
See, I told you AI was bad.
Can I ask? And I'm naive, and I've never looked into it. Why are GPUs better at processing data like blockchain and all that crap than CPUs? I know it has something to do with the CUDA cores. Do you know, Rich?
I'm pretty sure it has to do with how the data moves across the boards and through the bus or your CPU. I think.
With that
But
said,
I'm guessing,
why
yeah.
don't we just integrate that technology into CPUs to make them better?
Let's see.
Rich has got to look it up.
I want to find the. Exact
I don't know anything
reason.
about it. I'm the idiot.
You bring something up,
and I'm like dissing Rich.
Yeah.
Like, Rich, you got to look it up. Fucking idiot. Hurry up and answer my question.
Oh man. CPUs are general purpose processors that can handle any type of calculation. They allocate a lot of power to multitask. CPUs can perform sequential tasks on complex computations quickly and efficiently. And GPUs are excellent at handling specialized computations and have thousands of cores that can run operations in parallel.
Why don't our PCs have thousands of cores, Rich?
Why don't they?
Somebody look into that, please. Or Andy. I'm sure you know the answer.
Yeah, they finally are coming down, though, and now there's going to be a spike
they
because of
came
AI
down.
bullshit.
I paid $600 for my graphics card, and I can't even play recent games because my 10-year-old PC is a bottleneck now.
Yeah.
I have I can't even you can't even install a lot of games now unless you're installing on a solid state. I went to install Flight Simulator, and it's like, we're not installing this on a 4 terabyte.
You have a moving hard drive?
Do you have a mechanical hard drive? You fucking plebe. It's got to be on an SSD.
I'll bet you that's in
And he says, what was the question? Why are GPUs better than CPUs at, like, algorithm crap?
I'm
like
pretty sure it comes down
blockchain?
to the thousands of cores. And...
Well, my follow-up question is, why don't CPUs have thousands of cores then? Because then your fucking motherboard's going to cost, like, $10,000.
Yeah.
Is that why video cards are so expensive?
Man.
Wait, he said he was petting a puppy. I missed that.
What?
And he said, I was petting a puppy.
And it wasn't a euphemism.
Sure.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So, we don't know exactly what this project is.
We don't. It's his little brainchild, you know. God knows what it'll become.
Why did we call our last episode 5-Hour Asteroid?
We said it in the episode. That's why I changed it.
Just randomly said,
No, there was
hey, Rich,
a...
5-Hour Asteroid. I was asking for the context, Rich.
I don't remember, but it was said in the show, and then you were
Is that
like,
like
"Oh, we
5
gotta
Hour
change your name
Energy?
to that." Yeah,
But with an asteroid?
yeah. I forget how it happened, but it was a play on 5-Hour Energy.
You better get that episode uploaded so I can listen to it.
It's already on.
Is it?
Yeah,
Then I've already listened to it. I don't know.
today because I did it yesterday.
Maybe.
Oh, they are designed to do math typically associated with graphics processing. All of the cores do one function. Yeah, what I just read basically.
So Andy just cut and pasted then.
Oh, but yeah, the math that's done for blockchain is all the same, and they can do thousands of them at once, so it's fast.
I watched a video where somebody made a custom Game Boy, like the OG Game Boy, to do hash.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, it would take like 300 years just to get like one
Oh my god.
block or whatever the hell it is. I don't really follow crypto, but I was like, okay. I like when people do things just
to do
because.
them.
Yeah.
Just to prove it can be done. Yeah.
Is AI's gonna be? Yeah, we've already said that. The world is gonna go downhill with AI.
Well,
it's,
and as AI becomes the new NFT, you know,
So
metaverse,
I'm so
like,
sick
the
of
next
just the word
buzzword.
NFT.
it's a buzzword, and everybody jumps on it, and AI is the current one. So it does feel longer than usual. I thought it was just me, but
What, the episode?
no, the delay and like he's talking about stuff we moved on
Oh,
2 minutes ago. You know, it's probably
I
YouTube,
blame
though.
Rich's internet connection.
It could be my internet connection though. I actually logged in to start working on it last night, and then got distracted and fell asleep. So maybe tonight.
I woke up one morning, my VPN wasn't working, and I was all pissed. I'm like, God damn it, it's Rich.
Yeah.
Because
Why the hell isn't my VPN?
I couldn't log in.
No.
I tried like 50 times. I rebooted my computer. I did all this troubleshooting, and finally I was like, "Fuck it!" So I set up my hotspot, connected my laptop to it, boom, right into my VPN. So I'm like, "It's Rich. It's Rich's dumb problem. He's an idiot. I hate him."
You know, funny story about it. You mentioned how you didn't know if it was the ISP or something that was blocking it, and I was reminded of a story. Andy and I worked together previously, and the VPN we had that we used at this place when we got there was PPTP, which is no longer secure. and shouldn't be used. And ISPs have started blocking it years ago, actually.
Really?
And AT&T Wireless, the cell phone company, blocked it on their network, so you couldn't use it on a hotspot. And our entire operation pretty much ran on AT&T hotspots. So we couldn't use that VPN when we were on site at one of the locations.
So with that experience in your head, you shot down all of my theories.
Yeah.
You're like, nothing's wrong. There's nothing wrong with my network. Like, maybe it's
I
the ISP. There
assumed-
could be anything possibly wrong with the ISP. Not, oh, I've experienced this before. This could be it. That's
I
how you troubleshoot.
assumed that if Comcast blocked VPN, millions of people would be pissed. How many people work from home?
Just the concept of VPN is blocked. Not just maybe this one website got flagged or something. Like, it could be just my specific VPN.
Possibly, but
issues.
wouldn't everybody at your work be having the same problem? And isn't
They
there
all
a
were.
ton of work from
Turns
home?
out it was the server that was having problems.
Oh.
But the magic coincidence that when I switched to my phone, it started working. I got it in my head that maybe there's something going on with your network
I
or
can
your
see that. I
ISP
can see
or
that.
your connection. But Rich is immediately. That's why it's hard to talk to you because you're immediately in denial mode. I'm like, Rich. I
If it
think
doesn't
that
make
this
sense-
this isn't true. Fake news. Hashtag. Fuck you.
If it doesn't make sense, I question it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And then I admit
But the
when I'm
problem
wrong.
is you don't think like a troubleshooter anymore. You're not like, oh, maybe it could be. If maybe this.
I didn't want to
possibly
troubleshoot
this.
it.
You're like, no.
I was in a meeting.
Black and white. Everything is fine.
I was in a meeting and didn't have time.
How
to
dare you
troubleshoot
insult my
remotely.
network? This is how you type with like 2 fingers.
On my cell phone, even.
That's how I picture you.
Oh my
All
god.
caps too.
At least I've moved from the fists, angry fists.
Yeah, we haven't used the roll-up keyboard in a while. And
Yeah.
I haven't noticed much.
No, I did use this as a keyboard cam earlier, and I was typing on it and making it really loud on purpose. But
I
that was
didn't
only
see
for
that.
one of our tests before the
I didn't
show.
see that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you had gone to get something or something. But anyway, so that's all the topics we got. Unless you really want to talk about the Ray-Bans.
Are they just stupid sunglasses that connect to your phone that allow
Yes.
you to post pictures?
Yes.
Oh my god. Someone's talked that over.
It has a partnership with Facebook,
Show it. Show it on the screen.
and it basically looks just like the Google Glass did, but they're Ray-Ban, so they're cool.
Are Ray-Bans still cool?
I don't know.
The only reason I know about Ray-Bans is Men in Black, and that was like 1998, right?
They have a light though, so now you can't secretly record people because there's no way to break that light or cover it up in any way.
Wait, it's got 2 cameras? Is
Yeah.
it 3D?
I don't know. Capture the world as you see it. Dual 5-megapixel cameras.
Is that 2K? I don't know what 2592 by 1944 is. That 2K?
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Oh, and video at like 1080.
Yeah. Not very great, but
These are just coming out.
I
could've
guess I
sworn
just
we've
saw an
talked-
ad for them.
I know we've talked about like.
That's cool too. The touch on the side.
Was it Snapchat
Yeah.
that made glasses?
Snapchat did.
Snapchat
we did
or
talk about
Instagram?
those. We talked about those on the pod way back. Night, Andy.
Lame. We're ending the show now. Goodbye.
But anyways, I like the little touch thing on the side. Like it lets you control the
Yeah.
volume and shit.
I mean, at least they look like sunglasses. They don't look like
Yeah.
because the technology wasn't there yet, so they were like huge.
It's like the exact style glasses I wear, except mine are not Ray-Bans. They're like cheap throwaway ones that companies give out. Like I have a Whataburger set. They're bright orange. I love them. They're my favorite.
Great. I mean, all you really need is like a camera, a small battery, a Bluetooth transmitter.
And it also has
chip,
microphones and video for like video calls and stuff. or regular phone calls if you just want to do audio.
I don't see a use for this. Like
And
perverts maybe.
Facebook Assistant voice control.
Wait, what is Facebook voice?
Look at this.
What is Facebook's person called?
Oh, I probably
Facey?
Meta? Hello, my name is Meta.
Oh man,
It looks really creepy.
it does kind of, but it
Yeah,
does look a lot better than Google Glass.
I'm picturing like filming your birthday, but instead I have glasses on. And I'm like, let's get a zoom in on that cake.
Look at the different colors.
Cool. How much are they?
That's a good question.
$1,200.
Notice they don't tell you.
$300.
$300.
Yeah, I'll buy a pair.
Aren't Ray-Bans like $300 anyways? I don't know.
They're, I guess, fancy. I don't know, dude.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Do you remember Oakleys? Everyone wanted
Yeah.
Oakleys.
That was the cool thing back in the day.
They're like $200-$300 glass. Wow, I think I might get a pair.
Of course you will.
If we could hook it up to our like podcasts,
That'd be
if we
kinda
could do
cool.
like JCam.
They're a little under $200, so they're about $100 more than their actual Ray-Bans. So,
Huh.
anyway,
Interesting. I wouldn't mind having a pair just to play with, see what I could do.
yeah. Hey, it'd be great for thrift shop shit.
Holy shit, you were right.
Yes.
Oh my god. I have to walk around my phone?
Yeah. Or approaching weird people in the middle of the night and knocking on their doors. And...
Okay, we need a pair of these. You just sold me on it, Rich.
Fantastic.
I have been thinking of the wrong reasons to own these. I am now on board.
All right.
Tune in next week when I have a pair of these.
Hopefully there's no shortages.
Are we done, Rich?
We are done.
I like how you didn't put like and subscribe at all.
Oh,
during
yeah.
the show.
Well, ring the bell.
Click the bell.
Click the bell. Whatever. Ring
Smash
it.
the like
click
button.
it. Subscribe.
Nobody is stuck this far into our show, so nobody's seeing this.
And then like us.
All right, bye.
Bye.